Right from the get-go, this is how all Dell laptops should strive to look. It's such an iconic design that no one else seems to implement, so Dell might as well go all out and craft some good-looking aluminum and carbon fiber devices. The XPS 179720's appearance is stunning and has aged pretty well, considering that this is the third year that we've seen it. The lid and bottom panel are made from aluminum, having a matte finish on the top and bottom, while the sides are glossy. The base and the bezels of the display are from carbon fiber. However, the latter are so tiny that you'd hardly see them. The thin bezels are another thing that makes the laptop look much more modern. The lack of a numpad can be considered a weak point of the keyboard, but the rest of the unit is so good that we are sure many people will get over it. All in all, the unit is very comfortable for typing, even at night, thanks to the backlight. The touchpad is massive and has the responsiveness and accuracy to match. Another shortcoming of the laptop is the port selection. There are 4 Thunderbolt 4 ports, an SD card reader, and an audio jack, which means that dongles will be a part of your life. Dell is preparing you for that life by giving you Type A and HDMI adapters in the box. The insides of the laptop are quickly accessible by removing 7 Phillips head screws and feature 2 RAM slots for up to 64 GB of DDR5 memory and 2 M.2 PCIe X4 slots that support Generation 4 drives. For a more in-depth look at the internals, check out our disassembly video. With both FHD Plus and UHD Plus display offerings, you can configure the device however you want. We decided to be more frugal this time and picked the FHD Plus option, which is pretty good, having amazing viewing angles and a peak brightness of over 600 nits. The brightness uniformity could have been a tad better, but the saving grace is the 100% sRGB coverage and the accurate colors thanks to our design and gaming profile. The large footprint of the laptop means a big battery pack of 97 watt-hours. Even with a power-hungry Core i5-12500H, it lasts for 11 hours and 11 minutes of web browsing, or 13 hours and 42 minutes of video playback. As we have determined in previous reviews, the Core i5-12500H is one of the best CPUs that you can get with your money right now, managing to outclass even some Core i7 SKUs from the same Alder Lake H series. It's blazingly quick in both 3D and 2D rendering, reaching similar performance numbers to the Core i7-12700H. On the GPU side, we have a 65 watts RTX 3050 and a 60 watts RTX 3060, which is a 10 watts downgrade for the 3060 from last year. However, you'll still be able to take advantage of the CUDA and Tensor cores to accelerate your work. The CPU and GPU are covered by a vapor chamber that is surrounded by 2 fans on the left and right sides. In the stress tests, the Core i5 performs relatively well, but there is a sudden drop in clock speeds and wattage in the last stage. The RTX 3050 is limited by its 65 watts TGP, but it's still pushing well over 1700 MHz. Comfort and acoustics are pretty good, with the fans being quiet even at max RPMs, while the base doesn't heat up that much so as to cause discomfort, maxing out at 44 degrees Celsius. While you can get a higher performing laptop for the same or even less money, it would hardly look as good or have the same attention to detail, design, and build quality. Of course, we've done a lot more tests and you can check out all the results in our in-depth review on laptopmedia.com. You'll find the link in the description below the video.